Calabogie didn't go as expected, and we can attribute a significant portion of that to the lack of preseason testing that we're able to do. So with that in mind, we decided that it would be prudent for us to get the RSX out to Shannonville to do some testing the week before the race. There are two things that we really wanted to achieve. One was getting familiar with the track that we had all driven on, but now with a different car, a much more potent car. And the second was to test out some new parts that we had put on the front end, namely some new caster camber plates, as well as some eccentric bushings that further add caster. And if you've ever been to evening test and tune days at Shannonville, you'll likely know that the configuration is the Nelson configuration. And this was actually completely new to all of us in testing the car there. It's quite a short lap, but you do get the same front section that you would in the full race configuration. So it was a nice test of parts of the track that we should expect to see during the race at Shannonville. One of the non-mechanical changes that we finally decided to invest in was a setup for communication, a racing radio setup. And this was something that we had tried to shortcut and be cheap about for the longest time. First couple of years we would just call each other on cell phones. When reception was bad, we then switched to WhatsApp dialing because it would try to reconnect when you're in the dead spot of the track. We even tried using Discord to have multiple people in the same room communicating with each other and to have the reconnecting benefits. But
that was loud.
At Calabogie we were not able to have a good stable connection and just said enough is enough. I think we finally need to get with the program and just get proper radios.
Man, it sounds so good. It's so legit.
It's often understated how important communication is in endurance racing, not only from a safety perspective, but also from a competitiveness perspective. Just being able to know when your driver is coming in, or know when to pull your driver in if you see, for example, a full course yellow, those can really stack up in terms of an advantage, and just being staged and ready as a pit crew to respond to changing conditions during the race.
Keep going until you start feeling like the engine's like misfiring, right? And then we'll be able to see how many laps we can do with it on empty.
If you've ever driven at Shannonville before, you'll remember that it can be quite bumpy at a few places. And us driving a car without ABS, that creates even more problems under braking, as the bumps can really play with the amount of grip available during braking and have a significant periods of lockup. So we'll have to keep an eye on that during the race on Saturday, especially approaching the final corner of the track heading into the hairpin. It's a really easy spot to get the car to lock. There's something quite special about being able to hit the track during the evenings on a nice day in the summer. Being outside of race conditions really takes down that anxiety level, and just really able to experience the track, experience the car, just enjoy being there and being present. vibe usually quite a bit more relaxed, and then there's a social element associated with it, and just be able to hang out with like-minded folks and be in the presence and take in the smells and the atmosphere of being at the track. Ironically, it's probably one of the most meditative and relaxing experiences I've had at the track all year so far. Being able to enjoy the sunset at a racetrack from inside of a race car is quite special. Just not the part of the track where the light is just directly shining into your eyes, but it was quite an experience. With a successful test day under our belts, we're now feeling quite a bit more confident and comfortable heading into the doubleheader race at Shannonville the following week. Hopefully Shannonville turns out to be a better weekend for us than Calabogie was, but it's racing. The only thing that you can really count on is something will break. It just depends on how important that part is. Oh, could we talk again? I don't know, we'll figure it out later. I'll hop in. I locked up once.
Do you feel like sand right here? Yeah. And you can like still feel like.
I was trying to test how much weight